Rights to freedom is dead. We're coming to get our check.
Black first, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the Afro Elite YouTube channel. I am your host, Afro Elite. Before we get started, please make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and leave a like, because we're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, and it's all thanks to you guys and us working together as a team. So please make sure that you guys are a part of that by hitting that subscribe button. The GOP debate is today, the 23rd, and I'm putting this video out on the 23rd because I want this information to get out on the date of the GOP debate. Now, what's happening is the polling is showing about the candidates who's really doing good when it comes to the Republican voters, and a lot of that, of course, we know is Donald Trump, but under that, everybody assumed was Ron DeSantis as a very close second. But now, out of nowhere, Ramaswamy has came in, and he's kind of neck and neck with DeSantis. So it's now a race between DeSantis and Ramaswamy for the second place of the GOP candidacy. So we're going to read this article and we're going to find out how this happened and what the cost of this might be for DeSantis or Ramaswamy. Ramaswamy rides wave of support, but rivals are eager to pounce. Surging poll numbers and newly revealed concerns from Ron DeSantis' super PAC underscore that Vivek Ramaswamy is having a well-timed political moment. Now, as you see the date here, this is on the 18th. Things can change. This was before the debate. I'm putting this out on the date of the debate, which is the 23rd. So things might change, but I wanted to get this information out there. Now, it goes on to say, for months now, Vivek Ramaswamy has been crisscrossing the early primary states of the 2024 presidential cycle, attracting good crowds with offbeat proposals and a penchant for the media spotlight while gaining little serious attention from his Republican rivals. But after a recent surge in the polls and a newly revealed debate memo from allies of Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida that singles him out, he is having a well-timed moment before next week's first Republican primary debate. The staying power of the Ramaswamy rise will now be tested by rival candidates loath to see a political novice elevated as the alternative to Donald J. Trump, the frontrunner whose legal troubles have snowballed. Polling at this stage of the primary campaign can be fickle, but in polling averages, Mr. Ramaswamy, an entrepreneur and author, has grappled third place behind Mr. DeSantis and Mr. Trump, the former president now facing 4 criminal indictments. More telling, Mr. Ramaswamy's national poll numbers are rising while Mr. DeSantis' slide, putting him just behind the candidate most often seen as the strongest Trump challenger. In a new Fox News poll, support for Mr. Ramaswamy more than doubled since the previous poll to 11%, compared with Mr. DeSantis' 16% and Mr. Trump's 53%. Damn, Trump is killing both of them combined, Lord. Continues to say, and Mr. Ramaswamy closed the gap between himself and Mr. DeSantis from 17 percentage points to 5. Damn. Ramaswamy is really catching up to DeSantis, that shows how terrible and poor DeSantis' campaign is, because logically speaking, there is no way DeSantis should have let Ramaswamy catch up to him. No way at all. And of course, I don't even have to tell you guys that in no way do I support Ramaswamy either way. I can't stand that guy either. I'm just saying, like, for everybody to assume that the only person who could rival Trump is DeSantis, and it's been that way for a minute, then Ramaswamy quickly catches up to DeSantis, shows DeSantis keeps messing up, and he's completely destroying his campaign. Quote, those numbers, no matter how you weigh polling, speak for themselves, said Fred Duchette, a member of the New Hampshire State House and Mr. Ramaswamy's state party chairman. The DeSantis campaign dismisses those numbers, saying that Mr. DeSantis has weathered more attack advertising than any other candidate, but is still standing in second place. Quote, This primary is a two-man race, said Brian Griffin, the DeSantis campaign press secretary, but only Ron DeSantis can beat Joe Biden. Which, side note, you guys know I hate Joe Biden. Y'all know I do. If y'all subscribed, if y'all watched me for a while, y'all know I do. But I do not see DeSantis beating Biden. I don't see DeSantis beating Biden. If you want to know my personal opinion, the only Republican I see who really can go toe-to-toe with Biden right now is Trump. That's the only one I can see at this moment right now. Things might change in the near future, in the far future, whatever, before the election. But the only one I see right now who really has a decent chance is Trump. And I don't see DeSantis beating Trump. So I do not see DeSantis beating Biden. The only person no, I don't. And I can't stand Biden. But DeSantis, just no. It continues to say, but documents posted by Exime Strategies, a company owned by Jeff Rowe, the chief strategist of the DeSantis super PAC, Never Back Down, made it clear that Mr. Ramaswamy is viewed as a threat. The memo detailed how Mr. Ramaswamy has attacked Mr. DeSantis and outlined key vulnerabilities for Mr. Ramaswamy now that he is gaining prominence. Some of those attack lines focus on his past. Support in his 2022 book, quote, Very High, inherits taxes with, quote, real teeth, a business partnership in 2018 with a Chinese state-owned farm, and economic and social positions no longer in favor with most Republican voters, including free trade and transgender rights. His business ventures, which made him a wealthy man but left others financially smarting, are only now beginning to garner attention. Other vulnerabilities are more current. Mr. Ramaswamy raised eyebrows this week by saying to Hugh Hewitt, the conservative radio host, that under a Ramaswamy presidency, the United States would defend Taiwan militarily against Chinese aggression, but only as far as 2028, when the United States is less reliant on Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing. So I guess that means when we don't need them, then we'll let Chinese go in there and just like blow them all up, But until then, we need that semiconductor manufacturing, so we're going to defend them. But in 2028, y'all better get some weapons or some missiles or something like that because we out of there. Now it goes on to say, it is not unusual for political newcomers to have their moments early in primary campaigns. To be totally honest, that's actually usual. It's not only is not unusual, that's actually typical. That's something that's common, actually. But it says it's not unusual. It continues to say, in the 2012 Republican primary cycle, then Representative Michelle Bachmann traded polling leads with the pizza executive Herman Cain before Republican voters settled on the safest choice, Mitt Romney. Mr. Ramaswamy did not mention the DeSantis memos during the nearly hour-long foreign policy speech at the Nixon Presidential Library and Museum in Yorba Linda, California, on Thursday evening. But he emphasized his age, 38, and pointed out that he is the youngest Republican to run for president. Quote, what's going on with millennials? We are hungry for a cause. We are starved for a purpose and meaning and identity, Mr. Ramaswamy said, adding that this is our opportunity to step up and fill that void with a vision of what it means to be an American. Which is interesting that Ramaswamy is saying that, considering the fact that his parents were immigrants here. This man is like kind of barely making the cut of being an American himself. So, okay, all right. Continuing, Mr. Ramaswamy's youth, creativity, and enthusiasm are making an impression, especially in the early states. International polling by Mr. DeSantis' super PAC had him at 1% in New Hampshire in April and 11% in an early August survey. Debbie O'Leary, a 66-year-old from Des Moines, said at the Iowa State Fair that she had voted for Mr. Trump in 2020, but would, quote, prefer someone more gracious as the Republican nominee. Mr. Ramaswamy is top of mind. quote, he's refreshing, he's articulate, he's obviously smart, and he's not tied to any political machine, she said. Woo, whatever she is smoking is strong. Because I have no idea what is going on. See, old people, they just be voting. They need a class too, because a lot of them don't know nothing about politics at all, clearly. Now, continuing. But Mr. Ramaswamy has a potential liability that the DeSantis campaign appears ready to exploit with the heavily white Christian conservative voting base of the GOP. His background. His parents are immigrants from India. He maintains his Hindu faith, and as the DeSantis Super PAC memo put it, he, quote, was very much ingrained in India's caste system. His family is Brahmin, the highest cattle in the Hindu hierarchy. Uh-oh, that's not good for Ramaswamy. That's not looking good. See, they might say, yeah, we like you, Ramaswamy. See, but at the end of the day, you got to understand who you're appealing to. These people going to be like, yeah, I like him, but he ain't white. God darn it, I don't care. I'm not going to vote for no Indian dude sitting up there as the president. I'm not going to do that. I don't care what he says. What's this guy supposed to be Hindu or something like that? They don't even eat beef. He's not even going to eat a burger. I need my president to eat American food. Not no Indian soup, dish, rice thing, whatever they eat. I need burgers, beef burgers. He doesn't even eat that. He don't like Juneteenth. I don't like it either. But I don't like him. His skin's too dark to be the president. That's what they're going to say. So, okay. I mean, those are the people that he's trying to get to vote for him. It continues to say, even voters who like him sometimes find his name a mouthful. I mean, his name is a mouthful. Let's be honest. It took me like weeks to learn how to pronounce his name, and I've been trying. I mean, can you imagine saying, look, his name? Ramaswamy. You can spell that if you didn't see it and read it multiple times. Like, Lord, have mercy. But continuing. At the Iowa State Fair this week, Pete Dallman of Iowa City said he was interested in, quote, that Indian guy, and paused for a moment before adding, I can't even say his name. Damn, that must hurt. I bet that stings. Ouch. Now, I'm going to say my personal opinion. I am not a fan of Ramaswamy, DeSantis, Joe Biden, or Donald Trump. But I'm going to give this based off of what the polls say and based off of the traction that they're making. I don't see, as of right now, Ramaswamy or DeSantis beating Trump unless Trump gets behind bars. As of right now, in the recording of this video, he's not behind bars. But unless he's behind bars, I don't see them beating Trump, and I don't see them beating Biden. The only person in the GOP, in my opinion, as of right now, I see who can really even stand a chance of beating Biden in the 2024 presidential campaign is Trump right now. And I don't see either one of them, even if Trump was out the picture, if he was in prison or he dropped or whatever, I don't see Ramaswamy or DeSantis beating them. Those two are just too illiterate. And that's saying a lot comparison to Trump. If you're saying that you're too illiterate to beat Trump, that's saying a lot right there. All they do is spew anti-black racism to rile their fan base up, to rile their voter base up. That's all they can do. But besides that, they don't really have any substantial policies that's going to change the economy, that's going to better the economy, that's going to help them beat Trump or Joe Biden. And I'm not a fan of anybody, but this is what I see as of right now, prior to the debate. This is prior to, Trump getting, behind bars. If he does, I'm not sure. But this is prior to all of that. As of right now, these are my opinions on that. But I want to know what you all think. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about Ron DeSantis, Ramaswamy. What do you think about them going neck and neck in the polls? Who do you think is going to be able to come on top, at least as the second place? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, you should be following me on my various social media pages, which is Afro Elite on Instagram and the Afro Elite on Twitter. Also, please do not forget, we are on our way to 10,000 subscribers. You can be a part of that by hitting that subscribe button and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content, and leaving a like on this video and every future video you see so far. And of course, for everything you do, I greatly and sincerely appreciate everything. Now, with that being said, my brothers and sisters, be one salute to every single last one of you all, and you all have a good one.